doing?
Cared for very well. I like your dulcet tones.
I like talking. And we're obviously honored to have the pioneer of alternative medicine with us here, Dr. Deepak Chopra. Good to see you, Deepak. Good to see you. And you're joined by your colleague, neurologist David Sonny. Doctor, good to see you too. So welcome now. Tell me about this. This is really gaining popularity.
What
Yeah,
are you doing, Sagwa?
the most ancient
Huh?
known. Actually, it goes back 4,000 years, but now we're discovering scientific reasons for why treatment doesn't work.
It's a very coherent pattern. So right now, the animal brain is producing more dopamine, more serotonin, more oxytocin. All these new How do you feel right now with this oil dripping on your head like that?
It makes me feel happy. And if happiness and that kind of joy is helpful and healing, then I can vouch for this. It feels amazing. You gotta try this out.
Happy hormones.
Which happen to be indicate Obama still ahead. The next stop would be Wisconsin on the 19th of February. There you can see the Virginia number is 53-37. Again, that's a snapshot, and it suggests the other side is still around 20%, more than enough to change that outcome.
Right, little boy.
But Wisconsin is the next big stop, Lester, and then of course March 4 at Texas and Ohio and Rhode Island and Vermont.
Are you a good boy?
Now is going on in Pennsylvania, April 22, all the way to
Are you a
June
good boy?
7th, Puerto Rico. This race is just a pitchfork battle for delegates.
And an expensive battle, which gets back to that fundraising question. Does the sense of momentum determine how much money there's going to be left to spend as you move on?
It does. It seems as though whoever wins or has
Are you a
some
good boy?
success is able to take advantage of it by raising money. We all reported last week what Senator Clinton told us. She's loaned her own campaign $5 million. They say since that time she's raised money on the internet. People believe that it was a long-shot candidacy to begin with, but if they caught fire and had momentum, that they too.
The mayor's best friend. Saturday evening, residents gathered again in the front yard of Our Lady of Lourdes, this time to pray by the plant that has been the cornerstone of their lives.
Gates Bush concerned that many Europeans don't understand that Islamic militants halfway around the world pose a direct threat to their own security. He urged allies to supply more troops and resources to the war, suggesting NATO's credibility hangs in the balance. Looks like Yahoo may say thanks but no thanks to Microsoft. Published reports say the search engine plans to reject the computer giant's unsolicited $44.6 billion takeover bid. Yahoo's board has reportedly said the $31 a share offer undervalues the company. The board plans to send a letter of rejection to Microsoft on Monday. And finally, a different kind of send-off for actor Heath Ledger. Family and friends celebrated the acclaimed actor's life by diving into the surf at one of his favorite beaches in Australia. More than 500 mourners, including his ex-fiancée Michelle Williams and actress Kate Blanchett, attended the 2-hour memorial service in his hometown of Perth on Saturday. And that is news this morning. Now back to Lester, Jenna, and Jess.
All right, Carl, thanks.
Love that. I love that. Jenna's office here in the check of the weather. Hey, Jen. Hey, get ready for the Arctic blast, you guys. It's going to the North. Yeah, well, you know, I'm going to be inside all day. That's right.
She's getting her grimace ready, right?
But they're suffering. You guys in the northern plains are suffering this morning from all that Arctic cold. Here's a look now. That Arctic cold front is on its way to the northeast, and already across the Great Lakes and much of the northern plains, the wind chills right now are well below zero. Minus 38 is what it feels like in Minneapolis. Wind chill of 23 below in Chicago. And that's what really counts, what it feels like. That's how you have to prepare when you go out, and hopefully you don't have to. Lake effect snows will also be a problem. There are blizzard warnings in effect for the upper peninsula of Michigan, and lake effect snows that may bring up to 6 to 12 inches of snow across Fort Lee.
Anyone is between the two of us, but she's got some great ideas for me and I will.
Sip of that drink. She called it a flirtini.
What are you doing there?
We're talking about with a flirtini.
Huh?
Is that coming up? Anyway, before we get to all that, let's get another check of the weather from Janice.
You're a pretty boy.
Actually, before that,
Yes, you are.
before we get to weather, how about a check of the news?
Yes, you are.
All right, thanks very much for that, Lester. Good morning once more.
What are you doing, Sagwa?
Thursday night's blast, believed to have been fueled by sugar dust, knocked Father Michael Kavanaugh from his chair at his church directly across the street from the plane. I looked across to the mill and saw plume of fire and smoke rising. Our Lady of Lords was where they triaged the injured, hanging saline bottles from the pear trees, and where families waited for word. The longer they sat, the more certain.
Shot him 4 times.
Mike Cusack works at the pizza shop and saw the whole thing unfold.
He was right in that car. He was like, the old driver thought he was going to get robbed or something. He was like, I got shot. And the guy was like, get out of here, get out of here.
When officers got here, they say the victim was lying on the pavement in the street.
It was hectic. It was like people screaming, running, ducking. It's crazy.
About 2 hours ago, police recovered the gun they say the suspect used. They say he threw it in the parking lot right next to the pizza shop. In North Philadelphia, a police-involved shooting lands another man in the hospital. This one happened a little after midnight on East Willard Street. That's where police tell NBC 10 a man was shot by an officer. At last check, that victim was listed in critical condition at Temple. Police say they are still investigating, no word yet on what started the shooting. And late last night, another shooting left one person dead. This one happened around 11:30 on Westmont Street in the Strawberry Mansion section of the city. Police say a man was shot multiple times. He was found dead on the side of the road. Police say they have no suspect and no motive yet, but this homicide makes number 32 in the city so far this year. Back out here live, police just towed away 2 cars. One was the car that was in the middle of the street right here. The other one was what they're saying is the suspect's car. Now they say he left his keys, he left his car, and he ran, so they're trying to find him right now. As for the victim, he's in critical condition at Jefferson. Reporting live in Philadelphia, I'm Jillian Mealy, NBC 10 News.
Thanks, Jillian. Also new this Sunday morning, 5 college students are injured in a car crash in Delaware County. It happened early this Sunday morning in the 1300 block of Eagle Road in Radnor. The car slammed into a telephone pole right outside of Eastern University. 2 of the victims had to be flown by medical helicopter to the hospital. The other 3 were taken in ambulances. We are told that all 5 victims attended Eastern University. There's still no word on their conditions or exactly what caused this crash. In South Jersey, we have a warning for you about a man pretending to be a police officer in Camden County. Lindenwold police have released a sketch of the man. They say the suspect pulled over a woman January 25th in the 2700 block of Egg Harbor Road. The suspect was in a white Crown Victoria with red and blue lights on the dashboard. If you have any information, you're asked to call Lindenwold Police.
Also in the news this morning, a 2-year-old child is in critical condition after being struck by a car. In Philadelphia, police say the driver just kept going. It happened last night on the 2100 block of East Cambria Street in Kensington around 10 o'clock. That's when the driver struck the 2-year-old and then fled the scene. We do have a description this morning of the car. Police are looking for a dark-colored late-model Chevrolet or Ford car. They say it was driven by a light-skinned female with blonde hair. And if you have any information, please call Philadelphia Police.
Also this Sunday morning, investigators are still trying to figure out what sparked a deadly fire in Philadelphia. It was a fire that killed a grandfather and his 2 young grandchildren. It all happened a few hours before dawn yesterday. That's when flames broke out in a row home in 8th and Lycoming in the Honey Park section of the city. People have begun to leave teddy bears outside the row home as a memorial to the 2 small boys ages 3 and 5 who died there. They were trapped inside along with